PipSnipers here, back for another update. Let's take a look at XRP over here, and let's go to the high time frame and see what it's doing right down to the small time frame. Okay, so after $3.40, we had a three wave move down to formulate your A wave, 3-wave move up to formulate your B, and a 5-wave move down to formulate your C wave with a truncation in the 5th wave. We then had a 5-wave move up in the form of a leading diagonal or an ascending broadening wedge, hitting the 1.236 and then going into over 274 days of accumulation in the form of a wave 2 before we have a very explosive and volatile wave 3. Now, when we zoom in here on the hourly time frame, what we see is a 3-wave move within each of these waves, and this is an Elliot wave triple combo wave. Okay, now with an Elliot wave triple combo, it's not the best time to be an investor because you have a lot of chop and you have many advances without any meaningful. You have many bullish advances without any follow through. Okay, so every time we have a wave within this Elliot wave triple combo, we have what's called a throwback. Okay, you get thrown back every single time we try to break out of this wedge, right? And it fakes out a lot of investors. So what we see over here, when we take a look at this E wave on the hourly time frame, we had our ABC. So remember, we're taking a look at our last wave here. We had our ABC down, our ABC up, and then a 5-wave move to the downside. Now with this 5th wave over here, we have what's called a wave 5 overthrow. Now remember, retail loves to use patterns, and they also love to use trend lines. So whenever you have this wave 5 overthrow of the trend, it tends to reverse from there, and this over here would be considered your capitulation. Then you had an automatic rally to the upside, and then this over here, this move down to the 38.2% fib was your secondary test, but let's not rule out a possible move down to any of these lower retracements before having a very explosive wave 3 to the upside, likely going around the $2.60 region, coming and creaking down for a wave 4 before having an explosive wave 5. Now remember, as price develops, these targets change, right? The targets change, the analysis changes, so I won't be updating it on YouTube, so make sure to click the link in the description below if you haven't joined the Patreon and Discord. So let's zoom out over here, and we do see that we have entered into what's called the acceleration phase. So when we take a look at the Wyckoff schematic, okay, so remember, we had our 3-wave move down, 3-wave move up, and then once we reached the bottom, once we reached the bear market low, we went into over 685 days of accumulation in the form of Wyckoff schematic number 2. This is where we are right now. We're right at this point, right before going into phase E. And we just had this spring down. Like when we take a look here on the small time frame, we had this capitulation and spring with Bitcoin over here. So if you haven't taken a look at my Bitcoin video, please do. Bitcoin. So XRP is doing Wyckoff accumulation. Bitcoin is doing Wyckoff reaccumulation. Okay, and yeah, let's go back to XRP here. Yeah, so XRP here looks really good on the small time frame, looks really good on the high time frame. To the naked eye or to the untrained eye, they would think that XRP is doing nothing for over 2 years, for almost 3 years. It's just going sideways, going up and down without any meaningful advances, without getting knocked back down. But in reality, all of these moves here are not random. Okay, because it's just following this diagram perfectly. So XRP is looking good here. We're about to enter into the acceleration phase, so let's take a look here at my Discord, and I'll show you what the acceleration phase is. So over time, okay, so let's zoom in here. Okay, so we were in the lag phase for a very long time. Okay, now disregard here where it says population. Consider this like the price, and then over here is the time. So this is XRP, or this is XRP, right? You have this lag phase, right? And then once you enter into phase E of Wyckoff accumulation, you have the exponential phase where it goes so fast to a point where where most investors, even the best investors, cannot fathom what's going on. Like it's going to look exactly like this in just like we had in 2017. You see how on the weekly time frame, all it looks like is just one straight line up. If we go on the 3-day, see just one huge straight line up, right? It's going to look like that, but there's definitely going to be targets along the way, and we'll definitely tweak those as the price develops in the Discord. But this is XRP here. It does look like it has bottomed out, but let's not rule out a possible throwback to the lower retracements here before going higher. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, just let me know. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one.